Friends, welcome to Solaris Nights, episode 89. Not going to say the name of the opponent right now because I don't want to spoil anything for the Hillbilly. Gonna be a match today. One thing I should point out is that recently I said that there's only 1.5 seasons of Solaris Nights, but that's not true because I forgot we had an entire preseason that was technically season 1 that involved 10 gladiators. So we're 2.5 seasons into season 3 is going to be the end, so we're halfway through season 2, which is really season 3. There we go. Now I'll say this: Spoon was suggesting that we force everyone to go into the unlimited class for season 3. I don't know about that one. I don't know that I want to force people to fight, like Cosmo having to fight assault mechs. That's pretty rough. I'm not saying it's impossible because we've seen it. We've seen a dude in a not very good medium mech defeat Hunter McGregor, one of the best assault classes out there. But that was, that match was absurd. The dice rolls were incredible.
I could totally see going all unlimited in the last season, like just from a variety standpoint, right?
Tournament arc. That's what it's going to be. The whole whole season is just tournament arc. Who becomes the grand champion, I don't think anyone's gonna make it there this season. All it takes is one false step, one loss, and you get set back.
That's exactly it.
Speaking of people who win, the Hillbilly, you're back on a winning streak right now, which is to say, you've stopped losing and you're back to challenging people, including challenging today for rank 51. Your opponent is a man known only as the King of Crabs.
Oh, Crab Man! I'm excited.
Your holiday party was well received. Almost everyone attended. There was occasionally a lobster, the wisest lobster in Solaris. Some have said there might have been some mafia dealings. There might have been some threats. Hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, flashback wise, Hillbilly's he's weaving in and out of all the social circles there at the party. He's checking in with everybody, making sure everyone's having a good time. Popping up next to, it's Cosmo or whoever, tossing an arm around him. Hey man, how you doing? Introducing people to other people, making connections.
All right. Well, it happens exactly how you wanted it to. Seems like it went pretty well.
Glorious.
Somebody just sent me a question asking, when am I going to do the next Rose report? Holy shit. You remember that?
I do. It was entertaining.
I guess I do owe a Rose report. I do owe one. When I have time, guys.
5 years later.
Yeah, exactly. When I have time. I'm too busy making 10 episodes of tabletop a week.
Absolutely. The single, player sort of version of things has definitely made things flexible for you, but it's also increased your pace.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've already said there will not. Dawn Agreement gets 1 season and that's it. We're not doing that again. It's not popular. Not everything can be Solaris Nights, I guess, as much as I want it to be. Speaking of Solaris Nights, people, just in case you've never seen an episode of Oath of Enosteel, a new episode will be dropping this Sunday, unless you're a Patreoner, and then in which case you can get it right now. Imagine that. A whole extra Battletech show you can watch. Meanwhile, back in the present, your mech has been perfectly repaired, Buttercup, with the help of Jay and all the rest of the techs. Oh, wait. No, it is. Okay. I noticed it was unchecked, but I forgot to go charge Grimdark James. So I'm gonna go do that real quick.
All right, glory. Perfect.
Oh, Grimdark James. James 2. There we go. Yes, it was perfectly repaired the instant it came off the battlefield, and not right now because I forgot about it. How can I say how your match was received? I mean, it's just the eternal rivalry between your two stables, right? Even if the Mingsta is no longer like a real stable, Your match was well received in that people are like, "Oh, a classic, a throwback." It's Undertaker versus Triple H. That's what we're looking at here. You know, maybe not top tier billing right now. Maybe guys that only show up at WrestleMania, but you know, when you see it, it's electrifying.
Right.
Of course, you guys lost, so you know.
We did. If Cosmo had hit that charge though, and I feel like we've got a few moments in there that are nice highlight reels. You know, two hunchbacks just utterly destroying each other in a single round. The ultimate and
it was
indecisive charge.
Honestly, it was sickening. Everything you want out of a Hunchback 2. Just one round completed. It's pretty much what you want out of a Hunchback as well. Just
yeah. It went great
total destruction.
For both sides. And man, yeah. Celeste did not hit me with all 4 shots in that round. So I'm just gonna say,
you know,
I came out ahead.
It's really a loss if you don't get hit by all 4, you know.
Exactly. I feel like I won.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Sir, anything you want to do before your interview?
Let's see. Well, I mean, like in the couple weeks that I have there and the time after my match, I'll certainly spend some time with Percival, POD, and you know, do some more training with him. We'll stick him out on the obstacle course that Cosmo has put together, and I'll have gotten him in in an actual mech at this point. Is the goal for that one.
Obstacle course, real mech. Okay.
Yeah, we'll put him in the crab. I'll let him sink to that. And I'm thinking what we'll do is have sort of low power weapons, set the obstacle course up with its turrets and its things so they do their thing, but low power mode. And I'll just be kind of chasing nearby and occasionally reaching out and firing my own, you know, low power weapons at him, like paint rounds or whatever it is out of the auto cannons, just to mess with him and just have him be doing reps of stuff, you know, call out, hit the deck and have him go prone in the crab and then try to get back up and drill sergeant it a little bit.
Okay. See how that goes. All right. And you've completed all of your training. You don't want to confront Percival about his acting chops. I think maybe you've heard that his personality that he displays.
We did have a conversation last time, and we did kind of dig into a little bit that he is from Basalt and is you know, putting on the persona that he wants to be. You know, he's playing up the thing that he's chosen to be. And Hillbilly's kind of he's comfortable with that. You know, he gets the idea of coming from somewhere and wanting to be something, right?
Look, it's tough coming up with an original idea, you know. And when Spoon presented me with this, I don't know if I've said it before, but in the Battlestar Galactica remake, there's an episode where Gaius Baltar is in prison for treason. And it comes out that he's actually from like Toron, the mining planet. And he speaks with a like straight up Scottish. He's like, it's me, Gaius Baltar from Tora. But you know, he went to Caprica, went to university, started picking up the accent, and then became a cultured man there. And I was like, Pod, huh? We're gonna do some Gaius Baltar shit right here.
Hell yeah. And I mean, if like during the course of this training sessions, like Hillbilly would be reaching out to Pod, asking him, you know, like poking him a little bit, getting him to better define, you know, how he wants to interact with Solaris.
We'll go back to Triple H real quick. I want you to imagine that Solaris is a pit of bodies, and all of those bodies are reaching for the thing at the top of the pit, the chair that all of the bodies are holding up. He wants to be the guy sitting in that chair.
Right.
He's beginning to feel like a rap god. Okay. When you ask Pod what he wants, when he's honest, the answer is everything. Okay. The fortune, the fame, the money. When
he kind of dives into that, Hillbilly will like immediately.
Oh, he
just
only
be
does
like,
it when
yeah,
he's
man.
like tired, you know? He's
Okay,
only
okay.
truly honest when he's exhausted after a training session.
I got you.
That's the only time to catch him with his guard down. Get
Okay.
the truth.
All right. Yeah. I mean, right. Well, so right after, right? He's climbing out the mech, and Hillbilly's going to throw. Shoot, what's the way that I would tackle this? Let me ponder that for a little bit. Wow. Maybe we'll swing back to it later.
All right. He'll be drinking a electrolyte replacement sports drink on a bottle with the Jacobson Unlimited logo on it. Jacobson Unlimited. It's everywhere you want to be. Here, there, everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Hillbilly will interrupt him there and just be like, "Hey, Pod, so Jacobson Unlimited. You saw we did our advertising deal with them recently. What do you think?"
Yeah, I've found that Jacobson Unlimited is excellent at taking people from small, unknown destinations and delivering them to cultured shores.
Cultured shores. All right, man. Yeah, hey, you know what? That's the kind of thing you got to think about, because at some point here, these people are going to be coming to you to be doing their advertising, getting on these interviews, saying your spiel. Got the right tactic there, but speaking of that, I feel like we need to practice a little bit more. How comfortable do you feel in front of a camera? You want the money, you want the fame, you want the power, right?
True, I do want those things.
All right. Well, how do you feel on a mic? How do you feel with the camera on you? Have you experienced that? You got any drama chops? I feel like you might.
I have. I don't know if you know this, but I have a theater degree from the New Avalon Institute of Science. Theater program, not the best at New Avalon Institute of Science, of course. Still quite good.
Perfect.
You want the highest levels of culture in the inner sphere. There's no place better than nice. Not even the Nigel Ring.
I think we can use this. Definitely. So Hillbilly will grab Pod, take him over to see Zuri.
Okay.
And knock on her door.
All right. She answers. There's no alcohol in this room at all.
All right. Whoa. Hey, Zuri. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Looking different.
Really? Kind of looks the same to me. So what can I do for you?
Well, shoot, here, Pot here is saying he's got a theater background. It's just got my brain ticking a little bit.
I've seen his resume.
Perfect. We've got these new interns here. We had a tragic loss here at the stable.
I know what you're thinking. Shakespeare production, and I'm with you on this one. We should have all the interns participate.
You're blowing my mind here, because that's not at all what I was thinking, but I love it. So let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I'll just make sure to get Lynn Hilder to sign off for it.
Yes, please, yes. What do you think, Percy? You want to work with Lynn Hilder on a little project?
Oh, the answer to, okay, let me be clear here. The answer to that question is yes. But, he is a man from a mining world, and you can't be the one to show interest first when you're from the backwaters of Space West Virginia. All right. The woman has to show interest in you first. All right. So give me a sec. I don't know how, he's going to be tsundere about it, but he's going to be minor tsundere about it. So I don't know. I mean, he's young. Maybe he's not even in touch with his own feelings yet. So I don't, this is tough. This is a tough character for me to give me a sec.
No worries.
Well, I don't know if I could trust Lynn Hilder to act in a performance with me. Her personality strongly aligns with her own core values, right? There's little artifice about her. I wouldn't say no to it. That said, she could perhaps serve a backstage director, or sometimes children play trees in plays, something like that. Now, look, if you wanted to give her a bigger role, I would be happy to personally coach. There it is. There it is. I would be happy to personally coach her. You know.
You nailed
I found it. It took me a while, but I got there.
That's the tactic. That's how he gets there. Yeah, for sure. Okay. No, we'll latch on to that. Percy, I like that idea. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Zuri, I see. I was really just thinking that with these new folks coming in, and with this tragedy that we had, we need to kind of change the spin, get some positive press out there, do something, like do some commercials, do some entertainment, you know, any like so a few photo shoots, just something to get our names out there in a more positive way. But I like this idea of this Shakespearean production. I think we can use that in a lot of angles. I'll call some people. I'll help.
Which one are we going for, right? It has to be one with a small number of characters.
Okay.
Like fewer than 10. I mean, you've got what are some top ones that you rarely hear about, right? You know, everybody hears about Romeo and Juliet, but let's talk about Julius Caesar, Much Ado About Nothing, The Merchant of Venice. You know, everybody here, Macbeth, Hamlet, you know. Tempest. I've never even heard of the Tempest. What is the Tempest?
That's like that's a pretty small cast, if I remember correctly. It's set on an island, yeah.
Oh, it's Chaucer that did Geoffrey Chaucer that did the never mind. Yeah, that's Knight's Tale.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
see,
I would be in for a theatrical recreation of the Knight's Tale.
That's what I was gonna latch onto totally, because by this point in the Battletech universe, right? Like that's what that would have to have like. That's like what they think Shakespeare was, right?
Oh my God. Could you imagine Percival as Heath Ledger as Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh shit.
That's the way it is.
Astrid is the princess, Linhilder is the laundry? No, she's a blacksmith. That's what she is.
Okay.
The blacksmith that follows him around and custom makes his armor. Who plays the dickish bad guy?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
So Alex Hellshorses could definitely play Alan Tudyk.
Okay.
Who is he's the comedic relief.
Yep.
He's got like crazy carrot hair in that movie, I think.
How about Roe as the dickish bad guy?
Oh, right. Listen, I don't know that Roe can act.
Okay. All right.
Roe's a little sociopathic, you know?
But that's sort of the vibe, right?
Roe doesn't have the same social cues as the rest. Roe literally was in a super fascist society as one of its top scientists. And,
that's true. I would have said Saya would play the dickish bad guy.
But yeah, for sure. All right. You know what? I could go in for Roe in his first production. Are you producing this, by the way?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll go all in. Yeah.
I'd like you to make a roll. And don't say the roll out loud. We'll reveal the results by your next episode.
Okay.
All right. Let's see it. Just you and I will know. Not even the other players.
Roll made right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
What's your bonuses?
What bonus would I apply?
Entertainment.
Okay. That's not just flat roll.
Okay. All right. You want to let that one stand?
Yeah, we'll let that go.
Okay. All right. If you're good with that. All right. Just make a note here. Next Hillbilly episode. Note. Production of theatrical recreation of early 21st century film The Knight's Tale. I'm gonna rewatch that movie now. Is it on Netflix? Amazon Prime?
It's on one of those. It's so good, honestly.
I'm gonna find it.
That's a movie that always makes me happy when I see it. Like Alan Tudyk in anything to begin with, but like
is the guy who played Chaucer, is that
Vision. He's the guy who plays Vision.
Yeah, he's Vision. That's what I thought. Yeah, he's Jarvis in Vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, he's had such a long career. He did amazing in that movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
All right. This production begins. And you know what? Corporate is happy and Elizabeth is happy because these interns, they're not like the old crop, you know. They aren't crowd pleasers like Lynn Hilder and Astrid and Saya. You know what I mean? They need to be getting these interns to make some money. Alex Hellshorses,
right.
Who even is that kid? We barely even see him. Does Spoon ever train this guy? I don't think so. Let me double check. He's got 2 training. All right, so Spoon does train him. Yeah. Osman, absolutely, totally useless. We've already established coming in that Osman is definitely more glam than, you know, Guts.
Well, Osman is the obvious choice for the dickish. Like,
oh, I like that. Yep, he's yeah. All right, so
he is that dude.
Bro makes a brief appearance as the knight who dies at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. There we go.
Doesn't he die shitting himself or something? Like diarrhea? You okay there?
Something like that. He's like, passes out against a tree.
Yeah. Oh, that might be what it is. Yeah, he passes out against a tree. Sorry. There's so many movies where people die shitting themselves. It's hard to keep them straight.
So true. Yeah, so that's my big project for the next couple weeks.
It's actually a very serious danger involved with the vagus nerve. You know, it can happen to you.
Exactly.
All right. Now that the comedy and festivities are aside, your role has been made. Although, again, we will not reveal the results.
That's right.
What else do you have going? Oh, let me say this: you have been sent a package for a full body shower experience. All right. So this is a new, it's like, have you ever seen like one of those mobile recording booths that they send? It's like for a place for you to stand and record into. Okay. It's like a shower in a box. All right. You know what I'm talking, like I don't know, how big are showers? 3x3 by 8 feet tall, like
something like that. Like I think I got a picture. You get the idea,
right? It's that inside of a box. Now, keep holding on.
I'm ready.
Inside, sonic scrubbing shower using Clan ultrasonic technology.
No water.
Sound waves that are both above and below human hearing range, using extremely high output to scrub the dirt right off of your body. It's followed with a number of tools that carefully regulate the amount of water that you use in order to clean your body off. And this is Magnifique by Vimy. It is a full courtesy shower experience offered by Clan Diamond Shark.
They have Magnifique. Like boutiques set up throughout the city now.
If you want to learn to shower like a clan warrior and waste as little as possible, you can experience how good it is to be Magnifique.
Magnifique. Amazing. Well, I will, bust out that instruction manual and start combing through it, do my best to understand, how I use this. It's
surprisingly straightforward to follow
device.
Through. Yeah, it was written for literal idiots to use. So
perfect. And so this is just a gift, just something for me to play around with, enjoy.
Yeah. You don't need to go anywhere in town to encounter a Magnifique booth. You have one.
I have my
wherever you want to leave it.
It's so exciting. All right. Well, I don't quite. I assume that I have my barracks in the stable, of course. But is this something where like I've got a whole suite, right, with like a waiting room and everything else, and kind of set up my. Okay. All right. We'll get it maneuvered over. We
discussed this on Cosmo's episode. You have been operating on Solaris for like 7 years now.
Yeah.
You have several million C-bills set aside.
I hope so. That's the whole goal. Hillbilly's goal is to build a massive stack of cash, essentially.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call this a massive stack of cash, but you could probably afford to independently buy your own battle mech.
All right.
You know, if you were to lose your family's precious battle mech, you could buy a replacement without having to rely on the company to do it for you.
Okay. I mean,
You are what one might call an owner-operator.
All right, fair enough.
No, this is a legit battle mech term, owner-operator. It's like people who go to war and bring their own tanks. That's not a thing we do.
Yeah.
Battletech is weird.
It's not. Yeah, it is a little weird.
Could you imagine going to war and being like, "Yep, brought my F-16 with me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and dogfight."
We have gone back to
Roll
like
me
the
into the
Roman
military
Republic.
roster.
We are now like the nobles bring their equity. Ridiculous. But I will get the shower set up in my suite area, and Hillbilly will just like play with it, right? Like he's like, all right, I'm gonna go down to the mech bay. I'm gonna roll in some grease. And like, go see what this thing can do. Like, how does it work? Oh, just try the different things that it can handle scrubbing from my flesh.
I mean, it works extremely fast and surprisingly efficient power-wise. I mean, normally this thing would be driven by a fusion reactor aboard a warship, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Right, but it has to work with the local power grid, so it's very efficient in terms of transfer of power. Your skin has never felt so exfoliated. Could even be dangerously clean levels, you know? Like, you're like, oh, I think I might have lost a few, you know, hairs.
Oh. A little scary.
Now, it doesn't do anything for the smell. You still smell like you rolled around in a mech bay. And then like gently wash yourself off with a little bit of water and solvent. You know what I mean? It's a sonic shower. It doesn't remove smell.
It's not amazing. All right, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I had to see what its limits were, so that's exciting. I will fire a note off to Vimy, and you know, thanks, man. Appreciate it. This is super neat. You know, let me know if you want to do a business lunch or something sometime soon, right? Like,
he would love to do a business lunch with you under the table, since he can't officially work with you. He can work with Bobby and Robbie, though.
Yes. There we go.
They aren't Apex Dragons personnel. They're your cousins.
Perfect. Yeah, they become my gophers for anything Vimy related.
They become your Bermuda holdings company.
Yes. Yeah.
Your offshore tax shelter from the Diamond Shark clan.
Yeah.
All right. Be ready to go to your.
Yeah, ready.
All right, your interview. All right, you arrive. William is not there. Now I tell you, I've looked for a lot of people to find a dignified version of this, and there are none. I even looked for VTubers, since I thought for sure there would be a VTuber that could pull this off, but there are none. The man sitting in the chair across from you has shoulder pads that are red, orange.
Okay.
He has hands coming out of two plush claws. So like crab claw, right?
Oh.
Hand coming out of the set, like Mega Man hand coming out of it. All right. Arms, very thin, slender, felt red-orange material that has the texture to look like a crab claw.
Okay.
All right. Sitting down, crab bodysuit, molded to look like he's got a six-pack, whether he actually does or not. You'd have to take his clothes off to find out. And then extra crab arms. You know what I mean? But they're like the like aliens from Alien, the face huggers. They're like really small and tiny little plush felt ones coming around from behind his back. It is not the best thing you've ever seen. Head has like two little stalky things coming off of it, where his face is cut out from it. It's like a really bad it's like a superhero sidekick outfit in a B Superman movie.
Like, looks like it's advertising for a seafood restaurant. Like, but yeah, so Hillbilly will saunter over to his chair and say, "Where's William? Was he in a bit of a
Do not
pinch?
worry about that. I am interviewing you today, and you are interviewing me. You understand how this goes, right? You've done this before."
I have participated
I
in
am,
things.
as you have heard, the Crab King, the King of Crabs. I am here representing my benefactors, the army of the Comgods, the official defensive force of the Inosphere via Comstar. They have offered me some of the finest selections of crab-based hardware left in the Inosphere after the Starly Defense Force stopped making them. Comgods are now producing new crabs on a daily basis.
Amazing.
Really, is there any mech better than a crab? I mean, you're talking about the clickers and the clackers. You're talking about low profile, laser based, no ammunition, long mission profile. That's crab. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
I've gone
noticed.
from French to German. Apparently, maybe I'm from Switzerland. I don't know anymore.
Wieso no?
Maybe I'll be Italian next. I don't know. I'm from somewhere in Europe, I hope.
What you, King Crab? King of Crabs? Crab King?
I've been called the King of Crabs, but I am the Crab King.
Crab King. All right, Crab King.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I am something of a crab aficionado myself.
Are you? I have not heard this. I'm just sacre bleu. Tell me more in this interview. I want to know more about. I want to know everything. Tell me about it.
Have you heard of the Tamatoa?
The Tamatoa. I have heard of this. I didn't realize you was a pilot. I heard that it is the consumer of men. I heard that when it enters the battlefield, anyone who is not inside of a mech immediately rushes for the nearest emergency bunker because and I, who am becoming more German by the second, would be destroyed by the Tamatoa in all of its glittering golden glory.
No man can stand. That's absolutely true. It's glorious. It's fantastic. Hasn't seen an appearance in a little while, but it's made quite a show over the years. I mean, personally, I got to tell you, the Hunchback is still my favorite. I don't think
the Hunchback. I mean, in every way, the Hunchback is the opposite of the crab. Clackers? No. Clickers? No.
None.
Weapons profile? Limited. Only to one mission, ammunition based. Does it worry about heat? None. Is it like a crab? No. Asymmetrical. When you are thinking of a mech that is the opposite of the crab, you think Hunchback.
That's right.
That's it. They are opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to battle mech development.
I'm guessing that, that's going to make today a fun battle for the two of us because I will be taking that Hunchback in.
Look, I'm willing to say that I'm going to win today's battle. What about you? Do you think you will beat me?
Crab King. I mean, I got to tell you, man, I'm going to be cracking that shell. I'm going to be getting that sweet meat.
I appreciate that. I like opponents who have confidence, I didn't want you to be intimidated by the fact that I thought I was going to win.
No, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Today, I'm going to win in the name of, Ruin Industrial. Oh,
he's out of money now after blowing it on everybody all the time.
Fill that bank back up. That's important.
Yeah, well, I would like to guarantee my victory today in the name of the premise of Comstar, Chandrila Mori, who has brought us the Inosphere into a new age of defense against the clans. You know who doesn't have crabs? Clans. That is why they'll lose.
Seems like a big oversight on their part.
Yeah, I agree. All of the mechs, they're like cats, dogs, horses. They foxes from the sea, sharks that are made out of diamonds. Where are the crabs? Everyone knows. All life tends towards crab, most efficient aquatic life form. You think a shark made out of diamonds can eat all of the crabs? No, eventually crabs chop it up from the inside. I'm just saying, where's clan crab?
Right?
This is why they are losing. This is why they are losing.
I like the way you think. You're a smart man, King Crab.
I agree. Thank you. You are also very wise to have the perspicacity to see my intelligence.
Yeah. Well, what's your crab look like today?
So he says, "Oh yeah. Well, I'm actually using highly customized crab from Comstar's most recent additions. As you can see here, it is a Crab 3.0 with 2 ER PPCs, the Guardian ECM suite, improved C3 computer, and then medium and small laser to make up for the fact that the large lasers have been exchanged for PPCs. Yeah, and as you might know, as a Crab master, I am a master of underwater combat.
Oh ho.
Yep, today was a lucky draw for map, although I'm thinking perhaps given the way you normally fight, you will not fight me in the water. That's fine, though, that's fine.
Seems unlikely.
One day we have match underwater, yeah? Win or lose here, as long as we both walk away alive, we agree to have match underwater one day, right?
You know what? I'll take that deal.
He stands up from his chair and walks over to shake your hand.
Yeah, I go right in there.
All right. Everyone's like, oh, what a great moment between two competitors agreeing to fight on each other's favorite battlefields.
That's right.
Then they have to do the third battlefield where both of your mechs get turned into lambs and you fight in the air. But tell me about your machine. Yes? I know a little bit about it, but talk to the audience about it.
You've seen Buttercup before. We haven't switched her up in a while because you know what? Honestly, this is working pretty all right for me. We got that UAC 10 coming in to give me the range, be able to poke at you. Got that battery of medium lasers to back it up when I get close. And hey, don't let me get too close because I got that TSM and those punches that can crack that shell open.
No. No one can break the shell of a crab. You know, humans, to break a crab shell, they require a massive device, you know? You do not have such a device.
Like a mech fist?
No. Like what do they call this thing again? Where they break the crab? You know, a crab breaking device that's made of metal. Yeah. You don't have one of those.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'm going to improvise.
All right. I guess let's roll for initiative.
All right, man.
I get my Comstar dice. Oh no, sorry, that's Femi Diamond Shark. Get my Diamond Shark dice. Huh? I have 6, 7, 8.
I have 5.
Great. I am going to choose to enter from the top.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I shall place at the bottom. But where?
The only tiles that's 3 away from the bottom and not underwater.
That's right.
Good. I've placed. I have spoken. All right, let's roll again.
Do it.
13.
Wow. Well, you win.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Do some math. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I see. That gonna be like 19 hexes?
Is it?
12, 13, 14, 16. Sure. 16 sounds good to me. I will stand still.
Stand still. Okay. Well, so I shoot first, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So I will start at 2, add 2 for my run. And you are at 16, you said. So I will be firing the UAC 10 in ultra mode. And that will hit on looks like a 6. That hits. And that is cluster. First shot, 10 to the head.
I've already cracked the shell of this crab.
Oh no!
Where's the
And
second
the
one
next
going?
shot, 10 to the left arm.
He is going to fire ARPPCs back. Oh. No, he immediately surrenders. What do you want from me? Your opening shot opened his cockpit. You charge up the hill, you slide into the woods, your shoulder-mounted cannon just spits. The crab, you know the crab has that like fighter cockpit that's like a bullet shape. You just smash through the glass and it's just like cracked. We could see him inside, like breathing through a face mask, just going, oh, le shit.
Le shit. He hasn't even moved. He's just...
There he was, going to use the superior ranged firepower of his ERPPCs. Just gets owned immediately. Well, congratulations. You're now rank 51. Let me go give Krennic his add money.
Climbing back up. That's too funny.
Making his way uptown. Base is passed.
Let's see. So, well, obviously, there's the exit interview if such a thing happens.
There's no exit interview with this guy. William isn't present either.
Yeah.
This guy's going in for psychological counseling from the trauma of
this was terrible. I'm the king of crabs.
You get word about your next opponent.
Okay.
It's C-Bill.
Oh boy. What rank is that?
C-Bill is rank 45.
Okay. Exciting. Well, knowing that, Hillbilly will send a note over to C-Bill or reach out to her and say, hey, here we're opponents next time. Good luck. This will be interesting.
How would she respond? Give me a second. I need to get a rhyming dictionary. There are not many words that rhyme with that word. There's just like 70 people watching this, wondering how long it's going to take me to finish a rhyme.
I mean, rhyming's hard, man. Doing it off the cuff. Freestyle, if you will.
Doesn't fit the rhyme scheme. Anyway, she sends you a roses are red, violets are blue, something, something, something. This week you're going to lose.
Yeah, I like it.
I was looking for like once or again or something. I couldn't make it work within roses are red. Rhyming scheme on the fly.
That's fair.
Yeah, she's not backing down. She's ready to take you on.
Of course, yeah. Well, we've been working together on our movie that she'll be starring in with me as well.
Yeah.
So.
You have hands in so many pies right now.
You got to.
I remember when you were telling people, you were like, yeah, I'm so busy. I don't really have a plot line in Solaris Nights anymore. And I was like, that's bullshit. This guy's coming together with me to make memes constantly.
I mean, that's basically, yeah. We
literally
my
just
favorite.
did A Knight's Tale.
I know, it was so good. I love it. That's my favorite, honestly.
We'll see how the role turns out.
Yep. I feel like Hillbilly's got to make some sort of media role here, though. He's got to like be shilling for something. What's the latest thing that we got going on as a stable?
You have a new competitor joining tomorrow. There's of course the Adam Knight Memorial Service. Yeah,
that's definitely got to get done. Has anybody taken the charge and actually like?
No. I mean, corporate's handling it. Elizabeth.
Okay. We don't need to worry about it. All right.
It's been a while since we've seen Elizabeth. Since people now think that she's evil for making people want to stop holding guns to each other's heads.
Yeah, that's no. She was just trying to make smart business decisions.
Elizabeth bad.
We need reliable
Adam
people.
Kaseki good. That's where we're at right now. He was like, I don't know. I want to start a terrorist organization.
I was gonna say, like, oh shoot, yeah, no, that's a little terrifying.
I mean, the veterans of the clan wars right now is a hot property. Everybody's looking to donate to them now that it looks like the clans are so busy fighting each other they won't be able to fight the inner sphere.
Hey, let's hope it shakes out.
You wanna do like a media tour where you go meet with clan veterans and talk to them about how you can improve their lives and shake some hands on behalf of the Solaris Civic Council.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if the Solaris Civic Council reaches out and asks for some support in that realm, Hillbilly would be happy to provide.
You very rarely fuck things up, so they're willing to trust you, unlike most gladiators. Let's see your role. Yeah, I mean, now that we've hyped this. You know what? I forgot to turn Guardian ECM on.
Oh yeah, that would have helped you. Maybe a little bit.
Would it have though? It hasn't lately.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. This is a corporate one, so that's an 8 total.
All right. Okay. So again, you're getting a wider reputation for being a corporate sellout. Like, you're the John Cena of the stable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're
accurate.
The guy who they can send to be good with kids, Make-A-Wish, Solaris Civic Council, charities, that stuff. You never say anything on camera that could be too offensive. You apologize when you say Taiwan's a country, that sort of thing. Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No, I know that. I know what you're talking about.
Listen,
no, and that's why it's like, I think that's a perfect analogy for Hillbilly. He is absolutely the John Cena of the stable.
Yeah.
Keeps enough goodwill.
Yeah, exactly. And he wins, which is big. People like it when you win.
Exactly.
Yeah, it goes over well. There, like, you get some concern from the veterans you're talking to that are like, this better not just be some media stunt, son. You know, I spent 6 years on the clan front, but then, like, they get the idea that you're genuine. You know, you're not just some guy.
I care about them.
Here. Yeah,
their troubles,
you
what
care.
They've been through.
But can you actually do anything for them? No, the Solaris Civic Council will do something. Will it be the minimum possible using mostly stolen, corrupted bureaucrat funds? Yes, it will.
Yeah. Well, Hillbilly, he'll hand out like free tickets to events. Like Apex Dragons merch, obviously, plenty of that. Like.
No Seth goes Baroness, though, right? No Seth Kabrinsky, but
not so much. None of the leftover Saya stuff. No.
Oh my God, leftover Saya merch! Holy shit!
What happens with our leftover Saya merch? What do we do with it?
Fire sale, though, right? You know what I mean? Like, they got a bit. We're selling it for 90% off.
We've shipped that off to the periphery already. It's like.
Osman bought it for his people.
Yes, exactly.
It's a whole planet full of Saya little dolls. Amazing.
Perfect. Well, yeah, man, that was a quick and easy match. Krabs just got nothing on Hashbacks. It should be noted,
by the way, that Saya has been invited to form the Solaris Centurions football team, their official mech stable. And she has chosen to do so. And
really?
And there have been lots of offers. Like, there are plenty of people who are lining up to join this stable, not just clans people, but gladiators who want to be seen as the apex, honestly, as the best of the best. I believe that Saya and her extreme ways are how you get to the top.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising. How do we
looking at any recent history would indicate increasingly extreme popular figures can gather however many people they want to them.
Yeah, 100%. Plausible. Very plausible. For sure. All I'm thinking about is how Apex Dragons finds ourselves a mech football team that we can associate with and or get sponsored from to get the
Well,
mech
the
football
Solaris
match.
Centurions are investors in Apex Dragons.
Okay.
But they are
okay.
also investors in their own mech stable, which is headed by Saya.
Yeah. See, all I'm saying though is that we've done the gauntlet, the death race. I want to see the mech football event and how we make that happen. What role
Maybe
do I got
that's
to
the
make?
season ender,
Here we go.
Saya leads a team versus Apex Dragons in like a scrimmage match.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Capture the flag. Whoever can take the flag in the middle and force it to the other side.
I feel like, hasn't Seth talked about, like the American football background from his days?
True. Ghost Bears are big on American football.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's only one Ghost Bear in the stable, though. I mean, if there were like two, maybe we could talk about it.
Okay. That's
if we get a second Ghost Bear.
All right, investors, you know what to do.
It's time to buy a new NPC. That's what I'm hearing, huh?
That's right.
All right, Ludeman, thank you for joining me. I apologize that your match was so short. I know we come here to shoot mechs at each other, and it really didn't happen today.
You know what? Hey, I like shooting mechs. I like shooting the shit. It's always fun, no matter what.
I like how you're like, yeah, this AC-10's really been working for me, and then you immediately open up with an AC-10, and it really works for you. God damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Ludeman, thank you for joining me. Have a good time zone, folks at home.